everybody, it's Mr. Reed here, kicking off our virtual Run the Lane. Before we get started, I want to remind you all proceeds today go to the Norm Kelly Scholarship Fund. I'm going to be taking on the Bobcat. We're going to see who wins, but before we do that, we have to have the national anthem. And we have our very own 5th grader, Selena, who's going to lead us in the national anthem. Selena, take it away.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched, we're so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Great job, Selena, with the national anthem. And now it's time to kick off the virtual Run the Lane with the Bobcat and me taking on the course this year because we need to remain socially distanced. Are you ready, Bobcat? 3, 2, 1, go!
This is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us.
Hi, my name is Jerry Morrison, and I'm here to give you some background on the Indian Lane 5K. It was established to raise funds for the NK Smile Scholarship, named after Mr. Norman Kelly Jr., a 33-year dedicated 4th grade teacher at Indian Lane. He always looked for the very best in each student and found it. He named Indian Lane Pinch Me Elementary because he believed it seemed too good to be true. He was a true believer in live, laugh, love, and believed sincerely in the golden rule. He was a tireless cheerleader for all good things in life. Please join us in continuing to honor this awesome, caring Mr. Norman Kelly by supporting this event. Thank you so very much.
Hi everybody, it's Lisa Parkinson, and I wanted to say thank you so much for participating in Indian Lane's Run the Lane 2020, the virtual edition. This is such an amazing tradition that we have at Indian Lane, this race every single year. It raises money for the Norm Kelly Smile Scholarship Foundation, which I know you know about. It is a fun event, and even more than raising the money, it helps us to remember a very amazing man. When I became a teacher at Indian Lane Elementary School 23 years ago in 1997, Norm Kelly welcomed me. And yes, of course, he welcomed me to Pinch Me Elementary School. And I know you've already heard that term. You know that Mr. Kelly came up with that term because he knew that Indian Lane was one of those amazing places with wonderful families and students and faculty who could all come together in so many situations to do the positive thing, exactly like we do with Run the Lane. So Pinch Me Elementary School, it became and it has remained.
Hi, my name is Terry Haskell McDonald. First of all, I want to thank you for participating in this year's virtual Run the Lane. Although that it's a different event than ever before, I want to thank you for your support for Run the Lane and the NK Smiles Scholarship. I'm thrilled today to tell you a little bit about Norman Kelly Jr. I had the privilege to work with Norm at Indian Lane Elementary School. Norm Kelly was an amazing teacher and incredible friend. He was a very special, extremely positive, and funny man. He touched the hearts of countless people all over media as a teacher, lacrosse coach, church leader, colleague, and friend. Norm was the kind of man that once you met him, he made you feel like you knew him forever. He never forgot your birthday, sending often handmade cards on your special day. Sadly, in 2006, we found out that Norm had throat cancer. In June, hundreds of former students, players, teachers, friends, and family came to Indian Lane for an amazing celebration dedicating the Indian Lane courtyard in his honor. At that time, the NK Smiles Scholarship was started in his memory, and we awarded a partial scholarship to a Pencrest graduate who had furthered their education and exemplified Norm's character. After Norm's passing, to continue to raise money for the scholarship and to remember Norm Kelly, teachers joined together to start the Run the Lane event. Over the last 10 years, it's been a privilege to support Run the Lane and the NK Smiles Scholarship. Thank you again to everyone who comes out this year and every year for this great event. Enjoy your day, and remember, as Norm would say, to keep smiling.
1 mile in. Bobcat's keeping up.
I got no rules, I count 'em.
Running with my laptop. Running with my laptop. Oh no! Run the lane! Hey, it's Mr. Frank, and I love Superman. But I'm not here to tell you about that. I know I look like Lex Luthor, but I still love Superman. I'm here to tell you about a friend of mine, Norm Kelly. I love Norm Kelly. He was the man. He would be dressed to the nines, and he would put smiles on all the kids' papers that he graded. Anytime Norm was outside, when I was outside with my gym class, he would come out with a sweet looking hat, something like this, a little feather in it, looking good all the time. Norm would always greet you with a smile. Every time I'd ask him, "How you doing today, Mr. Kelly?" he would say, "More yays than boos." He even graded his papers with his kids with a smile, like I said earlier. That's why we got these t-shirts made up. Sweet. So make sure you smile when you greet somebody. Just like Mr. Kelly, it'll brighten someone's day. And, as another good friend of mine, Katie, would say, get out there and pay it forward. So get out there, run the lane, pay it forward. And by golly, have some fun. Smile.
Hello, my name is Diane McElhenney, and I'm a teacher at Indian Lane. I wanted to say a few words about Norm Kelly, the person that we are honoring with the Run the Lane event. I first met Norm back in 1997 when I moved over from Glenwood to Indian Lane. He was so warm and welcoming and made me feel right at home in my new school. I quickly came to realize that Norm had a way of making every student feel special, and he recognized the good qualities in everyone. And as a special education teacher, I saw my students blossom in his classroom. I also knew Norm as a lacrosse coach for my son. When my son decided to become a goalie, Norm researched all different techniques that he could use with him, and he spent extra time on the practice field. Norm had a way of making everyone feel special, and it was an honor to have worked with him and to have called him my friend.
No, quit!
2 miles in, Bobcats still coming, taking the lead.
Everyone, my name is Shirley Hubner. I'm a kindergarten teacher at Indian Lane Elementary School. I'm so excited to tell you a little about Norm Kelly Jr. I remember Norm as a teacher when I was just a student at Glenwood Elementary School. He was very well liked by all of the students, families, and staff, and that continued throughout his teaching career. When I became a teacher, I realized why Norm was so well liked. He had a special way of reaching out to all of the students in and out of his classroom. He was able to find each child's own special way of learning and apply that to his teaching. Norm loved nature, including bird watching. We had many conversations conversations about the local birds in our area and the new rarer visitors to our bird feeders. Many times we would leave Glenwood Elementary School at the same time and enjoy the beautiful sunset as Norm would discuss a successful day with his students, ask about my day, and give suggestions as to how to handle situations in my classroom. During our teaching at Indian Lane, we continued the conversations we had, and Norm took interest in both my immediate and extended family. Norm encouraged me to enjoy life and teaching, to inspire children to be themselves, and help them learn in a loving and caring atmosphere. Run the Lane is a wonderful way to contribute to Norm's life and character. It supports the education of a future teacher with similar qualities as Norm. Thank you for coming out today to support the Norm Kelly Jr. Partial Scholarship Fund.
3 miles in. Who's gonna win?
Whether you're an onlooker, volunteer, or participant, thanks ever so much for participating in Run the Lane. Run the Lane is an event that was organized to help honor the memory of Norm Kelly. Norm was a man of faith, a husband, a father, a grandfather, a teacher, a coach, and to me, he was a great mentor when I first started out teaching. So thank you very much for your support and good luck in your race.
Hi, my name is Susan Lynch. I am the current chairperson for the Run the Lane Committee. I've been involved in helping organize Run the Lane for 4 years now. However, I have participated in this race for the past 6 or 7 years. We all know it's a great event. It's a super fun morning. It's for a great cause in the name of a great person. So I want to say thank you to all of you that are still getting out there, running, participating, walking, despite our unconventional approach that we had to take this year. So I hope that you all have a great run, walk, skip, hop, whatever you choose to do. Again, thank you for participating and keeping this race moving forward. And I'm really looking forward to all being together again in 2021.
was such a happy person. He was someone who saw the positive in everyone and everything. Just an all-around great guy. I miss him a lot, and I'm better for having known him. Run the Lane is really an important event. It's important to me on a personal level because it reminds me so much of everything Norm was about. And Run the Lane provides great scholarships for kids going off to college who would like to teach. Norm made an impact on so many children, and these kids that are going to go study education will do the same thing. Run the Lane helps kids, and that's what Norm was all about.